Hello everyone, today's lesson is going to be about measurements and bones. First, let's do some examples and then do some exercises. First, example 1 is telling us a lens is measured as 145 centimeter to the nearest centimeter. So you know that it's rounded up to a whole number. So the actual length could be anything from 144.5 centimeter to 145.499999 etc. centimeter, using the normal convention, which is to round up a figure of 5 or more. Clearly, like 145.9999 and so on is effectively like 145.5, and we say the upper bound is 145.5. As an inequality, we can write it as 144.5 less than or equal to length, which is 145 and less than 145.5. The upper limit often causes confusion, so we use the 145.5 as the upper bound simply because it's inconvenient to work with 145.499999. But I have a way to do that. If we want to find out the lower bound, which is 144.5, and the upper bound, which is 145.5. I will show you a way on how to easily find out the lower bound and the highest bound. So the example is 145 centimeter to the nearest centimeter, and it's telling us to find the lowest bound and the highest bound. So here, sometimes they might not give you to the nearest centimeter, but you could easily find it out as this number is a whole number. So we could easily know that it's to the nearest centimeter. Okay, might one time might give you 145.555, and you could easily know that it's rounded to the nearest 0.001. Okay, so here 145 centimeter. Here the unit, the first unit from the right is the 1th unit, that is the 10th unit, the 100th unit. So we are going to do 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. So we are going to do 145 minus 0.5, which equals 144.5, and then that's the lower bound, and we want to find out the higher bound, so it's going to be 145 plus 0.5, which gives us 145 plus 5. Okay, I will give you another example. It's telling us 15 centimeter, 15.25 rounded to the nearest 0.01 centimeter. So we are going to do 1 second, sorry, 0.1 to the nearest 0.1 centimeter. So we are going to do 0.1 multiply, no sorry, divide 2, which equals 0.005. So we are going to do 15.25 minus 0.005, which equals 1 second, 15.25 minus 0.005, which equals 15.245, and that is the lower bound, and we want to find out the higher bound, so we're just going to do 15.25 plus 0.005, which equals 15.255. So the inequality for 15.25 is 15. Let's do another color. 15.245 more less than or equal to 15.25, which is less than 15.255. Okay, let me give you another example. If you say, for example, that your mass is 57 kg to the nearest kg. So actually it could be from 56.5, or it could be between 56.5 and 57.5, as here is the first unit from the right. First unit from the right is the 1th term. So 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. So 0.5 minus here 57 minus 0.5 equal 56.5, and 57 plus 0.5 equal 57.5. Okay, let me give you the last example and then we jump into exercises. Okay, example as a last example. If your brother's mass was measured on more sensitive scales, the result was 57.2 kg. His actual mass could be from 57.15 kg to 57.25. Okay, let me show you. Here, the first unit from the right is the 0.1 unit. So we're going to 0.1 divide 2, which equals 0.05. So we're gonna do 57.2 minus 0.05, which equals 57.15. And if you want to do the upper bound, it's going to be 57.2 plus 0.05, which equals 57.25. Now let's do some exercises. Here's a question. It's telling us in a DIY store the height of the door is given as 195 to the nearest centimeter. Write down the upper bound for the height of the door. Okay, it's only asking us for the upper bound. So we are going to do the first number from the right is the 1th unit. So we are going to do 1 divide 0.5 divide 2 equals 0.5. So we are going to do 195 minus add, we want to only find the upper bound, so 195 plus 0.5 equal 195.5. Okay, so that's our point. Let me give you another question. Okay. So here's the last question. It's telling us complete this table. Here's the measurements, lower bound, upper bound. So here it's telling us first temperature in a fridge is 2 Celsius to the nearest degree. So the first digit from the right here is the one term. So we are going to do 1 divide 2 equals 0.5. So 2 minus 0.5 equal 1.5. Okay, here 2 plus 0.5 equal 2.5. Okay, second degrees Celsius. So the second one is telling us mass of a cone is 2.3 to the first decimal place. So the first digit from the right is 0.1 term. So we are going to do 0.1 divide 2, which equals 0.05. So we are going to do 2.3 minus 0.05 equals 2.25. Okay, so here we are going to 2.3 plus 0.05, which equals 2.35. Okay, what about the third one? Here, gram and gram, don't forget the unit. So length of telephone cable equals 64 meters to the nearest meter. So the first digit from the right is the 1th term. So 1 divide 2 equals 0.5. So 64 minus 0.5 equal 63.5 meters. And here 64 plus 0.5 equals 64.5 meters. Okay, what about this last one? It's telling us time taken to run 100 meters is 13.6 to the nearest 0.1 seconds. So here we are going to do 0.1 divide 2 equals 0.05. So we are going to do 13.6 minus 0.05, which equals 13.55 seconds. And here 13.6 plus 0.05 equal 13.65 5 seconds. Okay. If you have any questions about this following topic, please put them down in the comments below, and see you next time.